No problem.
Number 61, Tim Ruddy, will be kicking off for the Bucks. And deep for the Red Tornadoes, Tony Mazzatesta standing about on the 9-yard line. Ruddy's kickoff goes right at Maz, takes the ball, starts up the middle with a little stumble, finds a hole, and he's taken down somewhere around the 25-yard line, and the yards aren't marked, so it's going to be difficult for us giving you markage. It's about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, right inside there. They have a good kicker, this Ruddy kid. He's the biggest kid on the team, and we understand he's an excellent athlete. And we knew he was going to boom the ball, and he did. He put it down around the 5-yard line.
They had good coverage coming down on that kickoff, too. First down for the Tornadoes. Mazzatesta off the left side. There was a fumble on the play, but recovered by the Red Tornadoes, and they'll have a second down and 11.
Well, the first series, as is with every game, the first series is going to be mostly a feeling out series. Mount Carmel wants to see what kind of defense Dunmore's lined up in, what they're going to do, what their ends are doing, what their linebackers are doing, that kind of thing. So you're going to see a feeling out across the line, each hole, to find out who's doing what and where we can go at.
Wazlowski pitched to Mazzatesta coming this side, breaks through a small hole, and almost good for the first down.
Good run by Mazzatesta.
It is good for the first down. Nice hole on the side of Delbo.
Well, the Tornadoes, one of the things the Tornadoes looking at doing throughout this whole game is certainly to try to get outside on them. They're a big team, but we feel we're somewhat quicker and faster, so we're going to try to go outside as much as possible. And I think you're going to see the option play brought back. We have not seen that for 2 or 3 games. I think you'll begin to see that after a while, too.
Motion, Chicatano with a fumble on the play, and recovered by the Red Tornadoes again, and the ball might be a little slippery out there or just cold today for the Red Tornadoes.
The field isn't real bad. Right where they're at now, you can see the patch. There are certain patches right in the middle of the field where it is terrible, but all in all, the field's in kind of a fair condition right now. It's not too muddy, although it is wet in places.
Second down and 11 for the Red Tornadoes into the wind, so they can't count too much on their passing game right now, I don't think, Warren, the way this wind's blowing.
No, it's too stiff of a wind right now, and it's been blowing all morning.
Wazlowski back to pass. That's how much we know about it, and right into the hands of Fantini, and he dropped it.
Well, everybody's got to get a little loose here is what it comes down to. Get into the flow of the game, that kind of stuff. No problem there. Right on the numbers. It was a good pass into the wind, right on the numbers. You can't say anything about that.
Third down and 11 for the Red Tornadoes. Wazlowski back to pass again. Looks short for Fantini, and he's popped right there, and the ball knocked out of his hands. And Red Tornadoes will face their first fourth down situation.
He had some good pressure on him that time. There was two people that got through the line and were rushing pretty hard. It still wasn't a bad pass. It was good coverage. It was a little high, and when Fantini reached up for it, he got hit hard, and the ball went down.
Bullock back to punt for the Red Tornadoes. Snap's good. Punts away. It's off the side of his foot. And the ball bounces right about at the 48-yard line of the Red Tornadoes. This will be our first opportunity to see what the Red Tornadoes defense can do about the well-publicized Dunmore running offense.
Well, you're going to see they're not a real fancy team, obviously. They're going to run the ball. Now, you see 70 shifting. They're running the ball to 70 and 61
they'll come to the right side.
Guaranteed they'll run to that side each time.
And the Red Tornadoes knew it, and they covered it well.
As I said, they're a team that does not try to fool you in the least. When they move the 70 and 61 to the same side, you're guaranteed they're running to that side. A lot of pressure on the tackles on the ends in this kind of offense for us. We're going to have to, look very sharp in that area. And the linebackers got to fill the hole immediately.
Number 40, Dave Silvestrini, the ball carrier. Under the bottom there, number 55, Delbo. Bucks will have a second down and about 3, third down and about 3. A little bit of stunning there as the Tornadoes bring some people into the line. And he come around the outside. Oh, great play made in there by number 36, Marcus Startzel. And I don't think he has the first down. No, he's short by about 2 yards.
Good play there.
Great play by Marcus Startzel.
That'll bring up a punting situation, I'm sure, for Dunmore. We're sending Mazzatesta and Chicatano. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to punt or not now.
They don't look like it. They look like they're going for it.
We have 2 men back deep. They're still not reacting.
No.
A lot of shifting. Flag down.
Yeah, I think they made an illegal shift there. Or they call offside.
Either that or we may have. Yeah, well, it's against them.
They called it in the backfield there.
Now they're going to have to punt now.
It was a delay of game.
That was a crucial error on Dunmore's part. Mount Carmel was not set for the ball.
No, all he had to do was hand the ball off the middle
they were not
or
prepared
take it
to
himself, and he had a chance at a first down.
That was I feel, a crucial error. They had all the time in the world to get the play off, and they didn't do it. That's a play to remember as this game goes on, because I think certainly we had the wrong personnel in the game to try and stop that short
yardage. Fourth down for the Bucks. Number 40, Silvestrini will be punting. Chicatano and Mazzatesta deep for the Red Tornadoes. Coming to Mazzatesta's side, he lets it roll, and it's going to be down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, I think Maz had an idea it might have been going out of bounds there. And again, this field is so soft, you're not getting much of a bounce anywhere on a ball.
No, it's sort of like a chip shot onto a golf green. It stops.
We
have a situation here where the Red Tornadoes have to hold on to the ball, make sure even if they don't get the first down or anything, that they control the ball. Pitch back to Mazzatesta, coming to the right side. Tackle made by number 70, Pavlowski, and he's a big boy, and he does well on offense and defense, Warren.
Yeah, definitely. He's one of the kids you want to watch on the Dunmore side of the ball. Him and 61 are probably the 2 main guys you want to be watching there.
That's Tim Ruddy, number 61. Second down for the Red Tornadoes. The ball on the 9-yard line. 7:19 remaining in this first quarter.
We're picking up a little bit of snow now as we're sitting here. It's turning into an ugly day all around.
Chicatano in motion. Handoff looked like up the middle of Fantini. Tackle was made in there by number 24, Scott McAllister.
I do want to mention we have a moment here. We were speaking about John Quinn last week in the Shikellamy game. He underwent some serious surgery on Wednesday, had a ligament replaced in his knee and everything. And I'm happy to say that John is over on the sidelines right now in a wheelchair. You might catch when the camera pans over there. You'll see him sitting.
Wazlowski back to throw. And actually, Fantini was covered well on that play.
That's Hawkins over there.
Or Hawkins on that play.
In the pattern.
Fourth down for the Red Tornadoes, and they're going to have to watch themselves deep down in their own end zone here.
Well, of course, we had to be careful with you have to be careful with the field position. That's what's kind of hamstrung our offense so far. We have not had good position so far. A lot of pressure on Bolick here, though. He's punting into a stiff wind from his own end zone. And
Dunmore is back to set up for the run back. And Bolick got a low one, bouncing around there and almost hit a Dunmore back, but he got a good kickoff from down there.
That's an excellent kick. It'll be right around the Dunmore 49-yard line. Or Mount Carmel, I'm sorry, it's on the Mount Carmel side of the 50. It'll be a Mount Carmel 49-yard line. But that was a good kick considering the wind and everything, and plus it was a bit of a high snap, so he did pretty well.
First down and 10 for the Bucks. Tornadoes moving their defense around a lot. Pitch back to number 30, the ball carrier, and nice play made by Startzel and number 5, Joe Greco.
Yeah, Greco did some fine play. That's the key to this offense. They're powering you. You got to come up. Your backs, linebackers and defensive backs, especially those cornerbacks, have got to come up quick and make the play.
Second down and 8 for Dunmore. Ball resting on the 46-yard line. 5:32 left in the first quarter. And there's a flag on the play. It's a dead ball foul, legal procedure against the Bucks, and they've been making some shifts that do look questionable.
Well, we saw 3 films, and I just saw parts of it. We haven't seen a lot of this shifting. They're pretty much of a straight-ahead type of team right now. And if it's new, obviously they're not as good at it yet as they should be. I mean, they're doing a lot of shifting, but basically you know where they're going to go. There's not a whole lot of secret here right now.
2nd down and 12. Marchese back to throw. He's open. Nobody's there. Bullock runs him down.
Good pass, but guy was wide open. We had something wrong in the coverage there.
He actually went to the second man out, I think. The second man coming
guy,
around. One man
he
took
trailed.
Right.
He trailed, and that hurts. That really does to get down.
No, he was open.
Ball's on the 10-yard line now.
And the Bucks can make a first down. It's all, it's right there. It's 1st down and 10, but it's almost goal to go. They're going to number 40 up the middle, and he's down to about the 2-yard line. The ball carrier was Dave Silvestrini, and the tackle made by number 36, Marcus Startzel. Second down and about 3 for the touchdown. Also about 3 for the first down.
Full house backfield.
Number 40
he's
up
in. Over
the middle, and he's in for the Dunmore touchdown.
Well, you have a team that doesn't pass the ball hardly ever, and they catch us sleeping and complete a big pass play.
Well,
had to be 39 yards or a 40-yard pass play on us. And right away we go behind in the first quarter. So
we were talking to some of the Dunmore people up here, Warren, before you got up while you were with the Mount Carmel people, and they said he has one heck of an arm, Marchese, but they just don't let him throw that much. Kick is up and it's good. With 4:27 remaining in the first quarter, the score: the Dunmore Bucks 7, the Red Tornadoes 0. Number 61, Ruddy, will be kicking off for the Bucks. It's a squibber down along the ground. Startzel lets it roll back there, and it's down by Bullock on the 24-yard line.
Yeah, right close to it. And the truth is, that's the best field position we had so far today. So they have us a little off balance with their kicks so far. I think more than anything, it's the wind that we're having a little trouble judging. And in that time, they just caught us off balance by script.
Well, it was one of those things where, too, the middle backs were waiting to see if the deep back was capable of coming up and picking it up, which was Mazzatesta, and getting him the ball. Around the left side to Fantini. Big hole there.
Yeah, that was a sizable hole he ran through.
33, Rory Altman on the stop for Dunmore for the Red Tornadoes.
Ball's resting on the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 4, Red Tornadoes. Wisłowski. Mazzatesta carries the ball. Good for the Red Tornado, 1st down.
Good hard running there. Another big hole opened up for him on the
tackle was
right
made
side.
By number 24, Scott McAllister.
It's just still trying to feel out. Now, that time they ran right over the big guy, number 70, Pavlovsky.
Wisłowski this time to Mazzatesta, spins around in the back, and he comes to the left side. He finds a little running room and knocked out of bounds right about the 45-yard line. No, it must be about the 40-yard line. Boy, it is really tough. They have no markings on the field whatsoever for us.
He went right out on their bench. You can't see the line down there. That was just individual effort on Mazzatesta's part. We've seen that so many times throughout the year, and you saw it again there.
2nd down and 4, Red Tornadoes. 2:51 left in the first quarter. Hawkins, good for the Red Tornado, 1st down, and they're starting to blow some of those big boys out of there.
Well, again, they were running at 70 that time. Good holes. I mean, there are good holes now opening up. It's not that we're not controlling the line of scrimmage, that's for sure.
Well, I think, that was an early pass that hurt us, but I think the Red Tornadoes are capable of coming back and covering passes like that without any problem whatsoever.
Just surprised us there that early.
Chicatano in motion. Reverse to Mazzatesta. Breaks through the middle again for a Red Tornado. First down at the 40-yard line of Dunmore.
Big Red's running very well right now. And they're running pretty much at ease wherever they like it at the moment. We've mixed our plays up. We're running, like I said, at every point on the line we're attacking. And Dunmore right now seems a little bit surprised, I think, about how many different places we're running. We're shuttling our backs in and out, as has been our past practice, too. We have fresh backs in it, aside from Mazzatesta on each play.
First down, Red Tornadoes. Chicatano in motion again. The pitch goes to Chicatano. A lot of backs and blockers in front of him. He gains about 6 yards.
Chicatano, the ball carrier, stopped by 24, Scott McAllister.
Boy, McAllister has been in on a lot of tackles for the Dunmore Bucks. He's playing one heck of a game.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Second and 5 for the Red Tornadoes.
It's also a great block out there to spring Chicatano from Mazzatesta.
I'm starting to get a little more concerned about this snow right now. It's starting to pick up here.
Fantini, the ball carrier up the middle, but it's a short gain there. Tackle made by number 24, McAllister again, and number 40, Silvestrini.
24, McAllister on the stop for Dunmore.
That's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3. This is a crucial play for Big Red, although I think if they don't make it, they're going to continue on 4th down. I don't think we're going to
down here you sort of have to. There's 1 minute left in the first quarter right now. Snow's blowing up here at Dunmore. Pitch back to Mazzatesta. Finds a hole. Good for the Red Tornado. First down.
Good, hard, solid running. He's in his game right now, just as we had hoped he is.
Tackle was made by number 33, Roy Altman, but it was good for a Red Tornado first down, and the Big Red is really running on this front line of Dunmore.
Well, like I said before, Mount Carmel never had any thoughts that they couldn't run against them. They've seen the films, and although they're big, they never thought they were not going to change the game plan. They were not planning on passing a lot. They were going to run the plays that got them here, and they were confident their line can do it. And so far, it's paying off.
Dunmore up again. Mazzatesta up the middle. Good for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by number 24, McAllister.
We keep wondering why they're calling him Dave Mazzatesta when his name is Tony.
Well, let's look in the program and see if that's the way they listed
saying
it.
Dave, but it's not. It's Tony.
Well, Dave Fantini's right above with 32, okay. So what he's doing is just up and down reading there, I think. At the end of the first quarter, the score, the Dunmore Bucks 7, the Red Tornadoes 0. Second down and 7 for the Red Tornadoes as they break the huddle. Wisłowski has Mazzatesta and Fantini in the backfield. He's back to pass. Looking long to Chicatano. He's there. Oh, he just threw his fingertips. It was there.
Good play. Good play. He broke open at the goal line. Just couldn't hold on to the ball that last second there. Good play. That was a good play to call right now, too. They've stayed on the ground the entire time. They opened up the second quarter with a deep pass play into the end zone.
And Chicatano was there. It was just one of those plays.
Well, I'm impressed with Wisłowski.
Wisłowski's on today.
He is completely poised out there. He's throwing the ball perfectly.
Pitch to Mazzatesta, and he's only good for about 2 yards. We're going to have a 4th down situation for the Red Tornadoes, and, of course, they're probably going to go for it.
Yeah, they're not going to kick here, that's for sure. Hawkins is bringing the play in.
Now Hawkins brought the play in, but then he went back out.
Yeah,
right?
that was odd. I don't know what we did there.
We have a timeout here, official timeout. Fourth down and 4 for the Red Tornadoes. Pitch back to Bobby Chicatano going around the left side, finds a little hole. First down,
Red
Tornadoes.
Mount Carmel area. And there's Chicatano. He showed you what he's made of there. He picked his hole, he waited a little bit, held back, and then shot through like a bullet and picked up the yardage.
There was some good blocking out there, and Chicatano did watch for the hole. He waited for the blocking and found the hole and went for it.
Now the
first down, first down.
The odd thing there is usually when we're in that looking for the yardage, we go to Greco's side. But with Ruddy over there, which is probably their strong defensive side, we went opposite that.
Flag on the play. Legal procedure against the Red Tornadoes, but it was really an offside on the play.
5 yards, penalty, assessed against the Red Tornadoes, illegal procedure.
Ball's back on the 20-yard line. Am I correct? Is that 20? Yeah, 20-yard line.
Chicatano split far left, Mazzatesta and Fantini in the backfield. Fake to Mazzatesta, Weslowski slipped.
Is he calling him down there?
I don't know. We're looking. Yeah, he is. He calls him down on the 26-yard line.
Now we steadily march back here now.
Well, Tornadoes definitely now in the passing situation.
If there's a bad part of the field down there, unfortunately we're in it right now. I've walked the field before the game, and that is a bad section we're in there.
Everybody's split far left and right now. He's got twins left and twins right.
Well, it's an obvious pass.
He's got Mazzatesta in motion. He's going to roll to this side. Looks there to Mazzatesta, and it was just a little over his head.
He was well covered.
Even with the dead ball foul on a no, it's not dead. It's a holding.
It's a holding
so
call.
It's going to be second down.
Okay, second and 31.
We got two good pass plays in here yet. And I can see one right over the middle of somebody on this time. Dunmore didn't shift their defense too much either in this passing situation. They're still up, so the opportunity for a Red Tornado to break by one of them is there, Warren. Weslowski on a straight drop back. Draw play. Oh, nice play made in under the pile there by number 52 of Dunmore, Tom Hopkins, and he watched it all the way.
That was good play. Good play on Dunmore's part. That was heads-up football. Good call from Mount Carmel area. You're so pinned so far back. Now it brings up a 3rd and 30 for Big Red now. And again, Dunmore, I mean, they're daring us to pass. The last play with an obvious passing play with 3rd and 35 or 2nd and 35, they had 8 men on the line of scrimmage. There's the quick kick.
Now, if it doesn't go too far.
He got it in.
Oh, it went in. First down and 10, Dunmore from the 20-yard line. Number 30, the ball carrier, was Tom DePietro, and in on the tackle, number 55, Bob Delbo, and he looks like he's back for the Red Tornadoes.
Yeah, he read the play. He read the play well and was very quick. Now he hasn't played that position. At least he hasn't played for 2 games. With any kind of being steady there. So he was one of the guys we were going to watch as we started the game, see how he reacted.
Second down and 13. The Red Tornadoes have to watch the pass again here, even with it being second down, Warren. Number 40, the ball carrier up the middle. Flag on the play.
Flag's down.
And Dave Silvestrini was the ball carrier.
In the backfield.
Yeah, it was over in the backfield. He cut up the man in motion cut up well before. Yeah, the man in motion cut up well before the play took place.
Yeah, the motion man was.
Nice play for the Bucks, though. They split us out, making it look like it was a pass play, and then just came up with one of their normal up-the-middle plays.
Yeah, but all for naught on that, thank God. Number 20 was one of the guys that Coach Dimmick was worried about for them.
That's Fred Garvey. He's the split end.
He's the one you wanted to watch. They do a lot of different things with him as far as trying to use his quickness and things like that. And that was one of the concerns that Coach Dimmick had expressed to the team right before he went out, was wherever he was at to keep an eye on him, to watch what he was doing.
Number 40, the ball carrier. Tackle made by number 64, Mike Kogut. Silvestrini was the ball carrier. And Kogut made a nice play on there. He held his ground, pushed off the block, and made the tackle.
He's playing his usual steady game. The defensive line's actually doing a very good job right now. I mean, that we broke one play, but again, with a penalty, you don't know if that helped it or not. They're at 3rd and 10 now.
3rd and 10 for the Bucks, and I think you're going to look for a pass play here. It's coming to this side over here. Number 20 gets the ball. Bolick was in initially on the hit, and he stops him for about a 5-yard gain.
He's not going to have the first down. Now, that'll force a punt here on the Dunmore side of the ball. And this is what Mount Carmel area needed to do. They needed to stop them in their own territory, down deep, which they did, and try and get some field position because they've labored under poor field position the entire half so far.
Chickatano and Mazzatesta deep for the Red Tornadoes. The little speedsters are back. A high snap, but he gets the kickoff. And it's a short kick at about the 49-yard line. So the Red Tornadoes will end up with good field position again with 6:48 left in the first half.
Yeah, the ball's going to be in Dunmore territory just over the 50-yard line. And again, kicking into this wind must be, an absolute terrible job to have to do.
Well, you see everybody that's kicked into it, the ball just looks like it stops.
Yeah.
It was like hitting a brick wall up there. However, both quarterbacks throwing into the wind looked okay.
Yeah,
West looked good in the first, and Marchese's pass there looked half decent too. Wazlowski fakes the handoff, looks down the middle, hits over the fingertips of Marcus Startzel.
Almost intercepted there. There was nothing he could do because he tipped
the tip drill
as he reached up for it. He was pretty free on that one, and it was almost a completed pass. A lot of times you see these plays. I mean, you wonder why we went to one man instead of another man. All this is some of the time is setting them up.
That's right.
You'll see that play run again, maybe a little differently.
2nd down and 10, and Mazzatesta stopped again by number 70 Pawlowski and 24 McAllister.
Pawlowski lived up to his billing on that one. He was in immediately and made the stop.
Well, the Red Tornadoes have a 3rd down and 12 situation here, and a big play for the Red Tornadoes because they are in an area where they're going to have to punt if they don't make this first down.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Mazzatesta and Fantini in the backfield. The back in motion, number 21, Chickatano rolling to his side. Wazlowski hits him, but he's tackled after about a 5-yard gain. So the Red Tornadoes will face a 4th down.
Yeah, they're gonna kick from here.
On the tackle for Dunmore, number 20, Fred Garvey. 33, Rory Allman.
Back to punt for the Red Tornadoes, number 44, Jamie Bolick.
Now get everybody up on the line, unlike the last couple of times.
It looks like they might be coming for it this time. Snaps. It was a nice snap. Bolick with a nice kick with the win. He's going to put it out of bounds right about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, it looks very close to it.
1st down and 10, 4:59 left in the first half. Number 30, DePietro into the Dunmore lineup. And number 20 splitting far left is Fred Garvey. Number 40 up the middle, Dave Silvestrini, and he is a strong fullback.
Yeah, he's running very well right now.
2nd down and about 4 yards for the Bucks. Tornadoes shifting around that defense, 40.
And good play.
Kogut stood him up.
Yeah, I saw number 64 there, and he made the play on there.
Number 64.
Great stop by Mike Kogut.
And number 7.
4 minutes exactly left in the first half of this big Eastern Conference semifinal matchup. Dunmore on the pitch, coming this side, number 33, and cut off nicely in there.
I don't think
he made the first down either. Delbo was in on the play.
No, he did not make the first down. I'm sure they're going to have to
Fourth down
kick.
for the Bucks.
Yeah, they are. Here they come.
With 3:36. Well,
And again, they don't. Aside from that pass, they don't seem to have much trouble.
No.
On holding him on defense. Dunmore certainly hasn't run the ball up and down on us.
Dunmore number 40, Dave Silvestrini.
Silvestrini back to punt for the Bucks. The snap's off. Silvestrini has it up. Mazzatesta's side of the field. Tony picks it up, and he's knocked out of bounds on the 45-yard line. But again, good field position for the Red Tornadoes.
They're in Dunmore territory on the 45. I still think that, judging from the way Dunmore is playing, that Mount Carmel area is going to have to pass a little bit more than they have been. They've had men open, you know, in the pass.
Wisłowski rolls this side. Nice duck made on the first man, but they're going to get a face mask there, I think.
I'm not sure what's going to be called there.
Wisłowski is tackled by 61, Tim Ruddy.
If it's holding, it's going to be two. It is.
No, holding against the Red Tornadoes.
I think you're going to have to go to those quick over the middle or quick sideline out passes in order to beat the rush right now.
Right. It did appear, though, on the straight drop pass, Wes was having a little more time than the rollouts. There he is on the straight drop back to screen pass. Mazzatesta to the ball carrier, and he's got a lot of open field. And he's down, almost to the first down marker. Great play by the Red Tornadoes.
Now, that's the way you beat a big rush.
Yeah, when they come
perfect
charging
pass.
in like that, you throw the screen and you're going to get some yardage.
Yeah.
48, Tom Gallagher.
2:29 left in the first half. Clock is starting, and they have a second down and about 3.
Yeah, that was an excellent play call on Mount Carmel area's part, and they executed it perfectly. Mazzatesta tucked himself in between those big linemen, and you could barely see him until he stood straight up and caught the pass.
Wisłowski, straight back drop, looking Kovaleski in the corner, and
That's pass
could
interference.
be interference. That might be offensive.
Well, I can't see that play. You know, they're running away from us.
Well, we were in a place where we
so-
couldn't really see Kovaleski after he went
He did
down.
fall down. I don't know
Right.
what caused him to fall, but that's going to hurt. But again, you see, the passing game for Mount Carmel is being successful. We're just shooting ourselves in the foot sometimes along the way here.
Pass interference. Loss of down, brings up.
Now the Red Tornadoes have themselves in a little tougher situation in that they have a 3rd down and 17. The big rush will be coming on, and they'll be watching for the screen pass right here. Looks Kovaleski's way, but it was a little high that
Too
time.
high that time.
So the Red Tornadoes will have a 4th down, and they'll be in a punting situation. Bolick back to punt for the Red Tornadoes. 1:59 left in the first half. Good snap, kicks up, a nice high booming kick. Fair catch called for, and he downs it right about the 19-yard line.
Now we see the difference there is that that was a high kick. You know, that's where you saw the big difference, which is what you want. You want to pin him down. It's not
Right.
bouncing. I mean, you're not getting a bounce anywhere right now.
Right.
So the higher you get it, the less chance he's going to have a go anywhere with it. And
The
that
ball-
pinned him far back.
The ball's actually on the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a guess every time here. I mean, the yard markers are a good 15 or 20 yards away from the field even. And, you know, you're trying to line up an
Yeah.
angle here. It's very difficult to see.
Number 40, Dave Silvestrini up the middle.
Ball popped loose. I don't know if they're going to call it down or if that's a fumble or what.
We'll see in a
Ruddy's
minute. No, it
laying
was
on
down.
there.
Picks up.
Again, Mount Carmel's going to have to be alert. You got a minute and 15 seconds or so to go in the game. You don't want to do anything in here where they break one loose on you.
Silvestrini up the middle again, and the left side of the tornado.
Signaling a
Fumble
fumble.
again on the ball.
Now, that's 2 times in a row the ball's popped loose. Mount Carmel's arguing vehemently right now that it was a
Boy,
fumble.
the Red
and they
Tornadoes
recovered.
really, the coaching staff thought that was a fumble over there.
But
But
they're
boy,
not-
Silvestrini better watch coming through that middle like that he tucks that ball
Yeah,
away
that's
with this much
2
time
fumbles
left.
in a row right there.
45 seconds left in the first half. Tornadoes have Bucks have a 3rd down, and if they don't make this 3rd down, I'm sure you'll see a Tornado timeout called. And he
They
doesn't
did
make
not
it.
make it.
No, he's still going, but
No, they
no,
did
he
not
didn't
make
make it. Nice play over
Great
there by the left
defensive
side.
play.
And I don't see the timeout called.
Mount Carmel's going to have to call timeout. I'm sure
4th
of it.
down.
Stop
They're not going to call. There it is. But, boy, they wasted about 10 seconds. Tornadoes really should have one more timeout left also, I think.
And see now here, you see the difference. Mount Carmel's changed their lineup. Weslowski's now gone deep, whereas you would have seen the other guys deep. Now you're going to see a full-out block here.
Kicks away, but it's way off to the right side, almost to Jazz's hands, and it's out of bounds. Mount Carmel will have about 11 seconds left on the clock for one more or two more plays.
Well, that kick, I'm sure they wanted something better than that. That was unfortunate on their side, but fortunate for us. It gives us good field position. You got 11 seconds left. Obviously, you're seeing a pass play here.
Another timeout called by the Red Tornadoes. First down and 10, Red Tornadoes. 11 seconds left on the clock for the first half.
We're lined up in a what would be a passing formation for us. You know, you don't never know.
Boy, and Wes is just tucked away in there. The clock did run out, and the referee said no, it didn't. So they're going to put, you'll get Red Tornadoes to get one more play. The Red Tornadoes do on their sidelines have some propane heaters, though, that were donated by some of the businessmen of Mount Carmel area.
Definitely, yeah.
And they can go over there and warm their hands up, warm their feet up. So whoever, I don't want to mention names because I'm not positive where they got them all from.
We want to thank Chicatano for one. The hardware and construction company donated one to us, and Norm Bossel down in Alexander Construction was very generous, and I think two of his are out there now.
And I know Mike Fantana Rosa had about 4 big ones that he wanted to bring, and they said, well, we're going to try it with these. So they're about the people of the area that were nice enough to help the Red Tornadoes try to get through this victory in this cold weather.
We also want to give a word over to Ronnie Evans, too. He brought some of the equipment up with him that went along with the propane heaters and all. So I want to thank him also.
This will be the last play of the first half. Red Tornadoes will let one go deep, and the Dunmore Bucks are ready for it. They have their safety men back there. But again, they've left that man come through, but this time Weslowski lets one go, bounces through on a tip drill, and it's incomplete. So at the end of the first half, the score, the Dunmore Bucks 7, the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes 0.
We have the halftime stats before we begin the second half, and they're going to be a little bit surprising for you to watch the game here. Mount Carmel area has rushed the ball 20 times for a total of 61 yards. They have 2 or 9 for passing for 33 yards. Mount Carmel, in the first down department, has 6 first downs to Dunmore's 1. Dunmore has rushed the ball 14 times for 40 yards, and they've passed 2 of 2 for 46 yards. In individual rushing, Mazzatesta has 11 rushes for 47 yards, Chicatano 3 for 16, Hawkins 1 for 6, and Fantini 3 of 10. So as you can see, Mount Carmel has outplayed Dunmore, at least in the statistic department in the first half, where they find themselves down 7-0 when we start playing the second half.
To start the second half, Weslowski will be kicking off for the Red Tornadoes, and it's a big series here for the Red Tornadoes. They're going to have to hold initially and get this ball game into their control.
Oh, yeah. This will be a big series defensively for them. They've been doing very well. Again, as I tell you, Dunmore has 1 first down the entire first half.
Weslowski sends a nice kick. It was high. It's tackle made in there by number 5, Joe Greco. And number 84 for the Red Tornadoes, Chuck Mann. And Chuck Mann's been in there on a lot of the special team work. He's usually around the ball.
The one thing I will point out to you, I don't know if you noticed on your TV or not, the weather's continued to deteriorate to the point where I talked with the head umpire as we were walking across the field to begin the second half. He's ordered the lights on. They will stay on for the remainder of the game. It continues to snow. The wind has picked up some. Not a good day to be sitting in the steel stands.
Dunmore has a first down on the 32-yard line. Marchese back to pass, throws it, and it's complete for a first down for Dunmore, and it was a nice pass to number 85, Sean Colo.
Well, you were going to have to see Dunmore pass. Let's face it, when we read the statistics at halftime, with 1 first down and a total of 40 yards in offense, you're going to see them pass the ball. I thought that right away when I saw the stats. And Mount Carmel, again, you're seeing 2 good defenses. Mount Carmel area is also going to have to pass the ball.
Up the middle. Ball carrier was Silvestrini, and the tackle made in there by number 75, Wild Bill Maher.
Can't stress enough Mount Carmel area's defense. They are playing one tough game across the line. Those linebackers are filling the holes in the power offense, which they're looking at. Everyone's doing their job out here.
2nd down and 6 for Dunmore. They split a flanker far right, and he's looking to the left side but he comes over the middle to number 20, Fred Garvey, and again in and out of the hands of Garvey.
Well, you're seeing Dunmore make the adjustment immediately. I mean, there's no more clearer thinking here than what you see. They're coming out and they're trying those quick out passes. That one was a quick over the middle pass. They're trying to loosen Mount Carmel's defense up a little bit so they can start running the ball again, which is basically their game, running.
3rd down for the Dunmore Bucks. We're into the 3rd quarter of this Eastern Conference semifinal. Marchese rolling left. He's going to keep the ball himself, and he's good for the 1st down and more. Knocked out of bounds by number 44, Jamie Bolick, but he had everybody thinking pass on that play, and he just tucked it and went.
Yeah, that was the keeper from the beginning. He wasn't passing the ball. As soon as he got to the corner, he turned up quick and started moving. He had no intention of passing. But there you're seeing what a passing game is going to do to us. We loosened up a little bit. We covered receivers where maybe we weren't in the first half because we knew they weren't throwing to him, and he got around us. Ball's what, on the 35-yard line?
Ball's on the 35. You counted the stripes quicker than I did. 1st down and 10, Dunmore. He's going to throw this time, looking over the middle and just out of the reaches of number 33 from the Bucks, Roy Altman. That was close.
That was a good pass. I mean, it was a bullet of a pass. He really gave it a heave. Good. It was good defensive play. They were crisscrossing, at the very edge of the goal line down there on about the 5-yard line, and we had both men covered well.
2nd down and 10 for the Bucks. 10:50 left in the 3rd quarter. Up the middle to Silvestrini, and down there on the bottom, number 36, Marcus Startzel, playing his regular, steady game at defense.
Yeah, the linebackers are having a good day. All right. Bucks are facing a 3rd and 8 now, and that's what they pretty much faced for the first half, too. The running game just isn't getting the job done right now.
We have a timeout here. It's an official timeout. An adjustment on a Red Tornado helmet. You usually would say you're looking at a passing situation here, but
with Dunmore, I'm not sure what they'll do.
You don't know. Has a man in motion. He is dropping back, looking to this side. Lots of time for Marchese. Nobody there, but a Red Tornado.
That's Shedleski.
Intercepted by number 10, Shedleski.
Good play.
1st down, Red Tornadoes, and let's see what they can do.
Great play on Shedleski's part. He read the play all the way. He was in position. He watched the quarterback. He saw him release the ball. He was in perfect position. He made the interception.
Had to seem to get away from Marchese to the ball. I didn't really see a Dunmore receiver that close.
Well, he had one down there. He had some rush on him, but he didn't get the ball all the way in.
Fantini, the ball carrier to the left side of the line, good for about a 2-yard gain, and the sun's coming out for you, Warren.
Yeah, we put the lights on and the sun came out. You can bet on that, too.
Tornadoes 2nd down and 9, 9:29 left in the 3rd quarter, 7-0 Bucks. Quick pitch to Mazzatesta around the left side, and he's knocked out of bounds for very little gain.
Yeah, Big Red has the same problem entering this 2nd half as Dunmore does, and that is they've got to open Dunmore up. Dunmore is continuing to line 8 men across the line of scrimmage, and they're all but daring us to throw the ball on them. Now Mount Carmel area faces 3rd and 9, and that's not an enviable position to be in either. The ball's sitting just over the 20-yard line.
Wazlowski drops, rolls right, tucks the ball, and he's going to go with it. He found an opening, and it looks like he got one guy to beat. Nice run by Dave Wazlowski.
Great play in Mount Carmel area, and that was the counterpart of what Dunmore did with their quarterback. They swung their quarterback around the end. He saw an opening and took off. Weslowski just paid him back by doing the same thing against Dunmore.
First down, Red Tornadoes on the 45-yard line of the Bucks.
I would add that over the year, I think if I'm correct, that Dunmore has not allowed a team more than 100 yards offense rushing on the ground this whole year. Mount Carmel is either at that or beyond it already.
Hawkins the ball carrier, but they got him in the backfield. Nice tackle made in there by number 61, Ruddy. And Ruddy plays a strong game for the Bucks.
Oh, he's a heck of a player. You got to say only good things about Ruddy here. The size on him he's probably the biggest kid we've seen all year. We saw that big kid from Williamsport, the other one from Donegal, but unlike those two guys, there's no fat on Ruddy. You're looking at one strong, well-built young man, and he's got to be a Division I prospect.
Second down and 9 for the Red Tornadoes. Chicatano, the motion man, pitches back to him. He's coming to this side, and a nice stop made in there by number 40, Dave Silvestrini, the fullback, and he also plays linebacker.
Yeah, he's a good player. He and the other player on defense, aside from Ruddy, you're watching is 48. Number 48 made some nice plays, Gallagher.
Tom Gallagher, right.
He's one to watch, too, here.
Another big third down situation for the Big Red. 7:37 remaining in the third quarter. Weslowski on the inside handoff to Mazzatesta. He stood up there by about 3 more bucks. And we're going to see a fourth down for the Red Tornadoes here that they're in that situation where if they punt, it's the probability of bringing it out to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, they're going to go for it here. They're down inside the 40-yard line, about the 39-yard line of Dunmore. There's no reason, the way they've been playing defense, there's no reason for them to punt the ball right now. They're going to go for it. They have 3 yards to go for the first down.
Fourth down, the ball resting on the 39-yard line. About 3 yards to go. Weslowski on the reverse. Mazzatesta good for the first down and about 5 yards more. First down, Red Tornadoes, and they're showing where their style's coming from. They have their heads to the grindstone.
Well, the consensus at halftime on our sideline was that we were out hitting them. We were certainly a quicker team, and that we were controlling the line of scrimmage. And you're seeing that manifested now as we come into the second quarter with, 6 minutes or 7 minutes to go here.
Ruddy has quick reaction, and that went right to his side, but he got taken in on the fake. He was going already. Quick pitch back to Hawkins, but he slipped. He gained about 3 yards.
See, that play there, the way that play sets up when they're handing off that inside Sally handoff in there, you're also, remember, you're trapping someone.
Right.
And he's probably the one being trapped along the line of scrimmage, which is a very difficult thing to try and get out of.
Good guy to trap, though.
Well, yeah. They're so aggressive on defense. Obviously, a trap play is a good one to run against them.
Second down and 8 for the Red Tornadoes. 6:12 remaining in the third quarter. Chicatano in motion, pitches back to him on this side, looking for a hole. There's a fumble on the play, and we got a first down, Bucks.
Tough play on Mount Carmel area. That's too bad. No, that's tough. I mean, we drove the length of the field here and get hurt with a penalty like that. Now the defense is really going to have to suck it up and play tough here.
Marchese up the middle. A ball carrier was number 30, DePietro, and a tackle made by number 75, Bill Maher. Gain of about 4 yards, and you'll see the Bucks have a second down and 6 with about 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. The ball's on the 31-yard line. Bucks leading this game 7-0, and the Red Tornadoes well in it. Oh, over the middle and just out of the reaches of number 20, Fred Garvey.
What we are having trouble doing, and we had some in the first half and we've started again here, is we are having trouble getting to the quarterback. We are not putting enough pressure.
Boy, he has a lot of time back there,
and the way he throws, sooner or later he's going to hurt us. He did in the first half on one pass, and he may do it again.
He's back to throw again. He's coming to this side. He's got a man open, but he dropped the ball. So the Bucks will face a fourth down situation, and the Red Tornado defense has held again.
Dunmore is doing nothing on offense. Mount Carmel has stopped everything they've done except for that one long pass that was in the very beginning of the game. You know, they are not controlling the line of scrimmage, and they are not running the ball well, and that's what their game is. So that bodes well for the Red Tornadoes, at least for the rest of the game.
Snaps back. It was high, but he got it. And boy, a bad kick. It gets a good roll for the Bucks, but he did not get a good kickoff. And the Red Tornadoes will have a first down in Dunmore territory on the 49-yard line.
Well, that was fortunate for Mount Carmel area there. He did. And I don't know why, because he was kicking with the wind that time. The wind is not quite as bad as it was.
No, it stopped. You asked it to, and it did.
Yeah, well, little wind there is now, but it was blowing with him when he kicked it. He just got a bad kickoff.
First down and 10, Red Tornadoes, 4:45 left in the third quarter. Wisłowski on the option play. He takes the ball, gains about 4 yards. And the tackle again made by number 24, Scott McAllister. And that boy is playing one heck of a defensive football game.
Well, there you saw a little wrinkle there with the option play. We were not running the option much at all in the first half, if at all in the first half. You saw it come there. And that's, again, the option play is a way to stretch an 8-man line, and you might see more of that as the game progresses here.
Tornadoes go back into the I formation, up the middle to Mazzatessa. He was looking for a hole, and he was just...
Now, that was no hole at all there.
No, it wasn't
good
there.
Defensive play on Dunmore's side.
Third down for the Red Tornadoes in a big third down play in this third quarter.
Well, down 7-0 in the championship game. Every play is a big one for you now. You've got to get back into the game. You've got to get some points on the board now.
Wisłowski rolling on the option. He's going to get a first down, and he does. Great play by Dave Wisłowski. He did a lot of that on his own.
That was reading. He read that perfectly because they covered the pitch man. Had he pitched the ball, it would have been for no gain, but he read it well and did what he was supposed to.
McAllister in there again on the defensive stop for the Dunmore Bucks. First down, Red Tornadoes, the ball on the 37-yard line of Dunmore.
Now, Mount Carmel has already gone well over 100 yards rushing in the game, which is something no other team has done, as I told you before. So they are moving the ball strongly against Dunmore.
Wisłowski pitches to Mazzatesta. An initial hit was made in there by number 52, Tom Hopkins. Tornadoes will be faced with a second down and probably about 8 or 9 yards. And that third quarter clock is just running down. We're down to 2 minutes and 50 seconds already.
I think we need a quick pass. I really do. I still believe we've got to open them up. They're crowding the line of scrimmage. They're not budging off the line. They're not a team that comes across the line, if you noticed on defense.
No, they just sort of stretch out
They
right
play
there,
the line of scrimmage. They don't budge off it.
Wisłowski to Mike Hawkins, the ball carrier. And he got about probably 3 yards.
Well, that brings up another about 5 yards to go, probably.
We have a timeout here. It's an official timeout. Looks like there's a Red Tornado down on
one
the
of us
field.
is down there. I can't see the number here.
No.
I know what's wrong with it.
Third down for the Red Tornadoes. Wisłowski on the option play to the left side, and he won't get the first down this time. He gains about 2 yards, and the Red Tornadoes will be faced with a fourth down and about 3 yards.
This is a go down. They're going to go for the first down, or they have to. That's Machuzak was the player that was hurt.
Machuzak was the player hurt. Fourth down, timeout. Just move the ball a little late. They called a timeout to move the ball on that play. Wisłowski up the middle, first down.
That's a first down, Mount Carmel area.
And I'll tell you what, Bobby Schick did that one all on his own. He did a great job up the middle.
This drive has got to continue. They cannot screw this one up as we get this close now. They've got to go in with it. We need the points.
1:23 left in the third quarter. Red Tornadoes playing one heck of a ball game between the 20s.
Yeah, if they're able to tie this game up, the way the game's been going, if you want to look at it objectively, you've got to say the advantage will then be at Mount Carmel. They're moving the ball. Dunmore's not.
Pitch to Hawkins, but great lateral pursuit by Ruddy. He just moved right across.
22, Mike Hawkins, the ball carrier. South by 61, Tim Hopkins. Direction, Tim Ruddy. And 20, Fred Garbage.
Ruddy's right now has turned himself into sort of a one-man wrecking crew over on that side of the scrimmage.
Second down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. Wesloski rolls to his left, looks out there, Kovaleski! Oh, broken up nicely by number 11, Mark.
Good play.
Casey, and he was there.
Truly a good defensive play. That's what it would have taken to break a play like that up, and that's what happened. Otherwise, it would have been a big gainer.
That might have been more than a big gainer, Warren.
That possibly was a touchdown.
Third down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. Wesloski on the roll. Nobody has him. He's looking there. He has Mazzatesti in the end zone.
Touchdown!
Red
Touchdown! Mount Carmel area. There it is.
Pass.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
To Tony Mazzatesta. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes, and they're back.
As I said before, if we tied the game up, the advantage now goes to Mount Carmel area. They're the ones that are doing all the running and the playing right now. And my bet is we're going to go for a 2-point conversion.
Timeout called by the Red Tornadoes to talk it over. Red Tornadoes come up on the ball. The score, Dunmore Bucks 7, Red Tornadoes 6. This is for the 2-point. Wesloski rolling right, and he's nailed in there. Was that Ruddy made the play again, Warren?
I didn't see the number there.
85 made the tackle.
Good play there.
Sean
But
Colo made the stop.
Once again, Mount Carmel's got to leave the field now feeling very good about itself. It's a 7-6 ball game. There's a full quarter to play.
With 22 seconds left in the third quarter, the score, the Dunmore Bucks 7, the Red Tornadoes 6. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Wesloski kicking off for the Red Tornadoes, and if you think Warren and I aren't excited, well, guess again. We're fans too.
We're not just
announcers. We're fans. Wesloski lets a nice kick go.
Good kickoff.
Kicked, through the end zone. Great kick by Wesloski. Bucks will take over first down and 10 on the 20-yard line.
I mean, they're certainly a great bunch of kids. I mean, there's not one out there you can say is a bad kid. Every one of them has, has such great attributes. I said my only regret is that I haven't got to maybe meet all of them on a personal level, that I have some, but I will. Sooner or later, I'll get to see them all.
First down Bucks. There's movement on the line, and it looked like maybe a Buck might have drawn the Red Tornadoes offside. Legal procedure against the Bucks. First down and 15 for the Bucks from their own 15-yard line.
Big defensive series. You're in the fourth, or going to enter the fourth quarter very short. There's 20 seconds left in here in this third quarter. The other good thing is that Mount Carmel will enter the fourth quarter with whatever wind there is there at its back.
Couple shifts made, and again a Dunmore player moved. As the Mount Carmel made their defensive shift, a Dunmore player lifted his arm up.
Well, I have to say that right now Dunmore looks rattled. That touchdown seemed to rattle them a little bit. They weren't very good at shifting around in the first half, and they had the same problem here in the second half.
Shift again. Oh! Uh-oh.
Oh, all right.
33,
good play now by
Royer.
Who's going to come up better? Wesloski. Great play by Wesloski.
Wesloski made a great play, but they had him deep.
See, that time, what we did there, and we got caught, we fired a linebacker off. We had him pinned down, we fired a linebacker, we left the space open. They just got around the end for a big gain. That was a gamble that just didn't pan out quite as well as you would expect it. But, hey, if you don't gamble sometimes, you don't win the ball game.
That's right. First down and 10, Dunmore. The ball on the 44-yard line. Up the middle to Silvestrini, and he's tackled in the middle. At the end of the third quarter, the score, the Dunmore Bucks 7, the Red Tornadoes 6. To the corner over there for the pass. First down and 10 to start the fourth. Well, it's second down and about 8 to start the fourth quarter for the Dunmore Bucks. Marchese rolling this way, knocked out of bounds by number 44, Bolick.
Good stick by Bolick. He's had several in the game. He's playing a heads-up ball game out there today.
Bucks will be faced with a third down and about 4, a big third down series for the Red Tornadoes on defense here. Third down, second back through, number 3. I don't think he
picked it up. Depends where they spot the ball. He may. Where they spot this, it's going to be close.
Machuzak and Bolick were in on the tackle, but where they spotted, it's close. It's very close to a first down.
I don't see where, if the ball's where he's standing and I can't see that, he did get it. They're going to measure.
They're going to measure, but it does look like the first down. 11:40 left in the game. 7-6, Dunmore Bucks. Pitch to number 29, going around the outside. Kovaleski out there. He makes his cut, and he gains about 4 yards. He did a great job there.
Weslowski had a good play. He just barely missed him. You see him getting off the thing, and he's leaving the game. He's limping. I don't know what he did there. Weslowski just walked off the field.
Second down and about,
I'd say
8,
7 or 8. Yeah, a long 7 at least.
Marchese, he's rolling on the right side over there. There's a flag on the play.
Flag down. I think you're going to see 85 called for something. I'm not. My bet is he probably clipped when he got downfield. It seemed like that the flag hit him right in the back as he went down.
The Bucks will be faced with a second down and 11. 11-19 left in this game, Warren.
Mount Carmel's got to get the ball back. It's as simple as that. They've got to stop Dunmore, and they got to get the ball back. They're down by a point. They can't let Dunmore fool around here and fool around back and forth and eat up a lot of time.
Marchese coming around the end. Nice block in there, but the final play made by Wild Bill Maher and number 76, Swaldy. That was a very deceiving play, even from up here.
That was probably one of the first times they've tried deception in the backfield. They moved everything to their right side and came back left. And they nearly made a first down. Mount Carmel has to hold them, and they're going to go for 2 here. You'll see this is 2-down territory for Dunmore. They're certainly not going to kick the ball.
No, they have a third down and about 2 with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left in this ball game. Oh, nice pop made in there, but 33, Rory Altman gets the first down for Dunmore Bucks. And this is where the defense has got to get tough and hold them now.
This is it right here. You have no choice. They've got to do it.
First down and 10. 10:09 left in the game. Number 30, the ball carrier. Tackle made by 36, Startzel, and 44, Bolick. Second down and 5 for the Bucks.
Full house backfield. First man throw.
Silvestrini up the middle, and those big guys are starting to create some holes in the middle of the Tornado line. They're big boys coming through there.
It's absolutely critical to stop them now. If we don't stop them now, I can't see us getting back into the ball game. I really can't. Time is just chewing away now. We've got to make a defensive stand right here and now. With a 3rd and 1, it's going to be very difficult.
Third down and 1 for the Bucks. 8:57, and the clock is really running fast now. Number 29, the ball carrier, and he was popped at the line of scrimmage, but he did make it for the Bucks first down, and Golden makes the first down for the Bucks, and they are now down to the Red Tornado 24-yard line. First down and 10, 8:40 left in the ball game. The Bucks leading 7-6 over the Red Tornadoes. Critical series for the Red Tornadoes, Warren.
This is it. This is really going to be it right here. They cannot stop them right here. This will be the game.
Silvestrini off tackle, Kogut in, but down on the bottom's number 55, Bob Delbo.
Yeah, he's played a fantastic game. He really has. He and Startzell and
Machuzak. Second down and 7 for the Bucks. Marchese to 33 around the end, ran over a bunch of Mount Carmel tacklers and gained about 4 yards.
Oh, obviously Dunmore's got the advantage now. They got momentum. They're running almost now at will from where they could do nothing for 3 quarters. Startzell's down. Startzell made the tackle. I'm not seeing who's down on the field right now. If that's Machuzak.
I think it is. It's
if that's him, I think he's going to come out of the game.
Jason Fantini coming on the field for the Red Tornadoes, and they'll put him at nose and move Dave Fantini to linebacker.
Yeah, I'm sure Dunmore fans around us anyway have been nothing but the best, really. You can't say anything but good things about them. It's been a clean game all around.
Well, we've sat on the visitors' side at quite a few ball games this year, and these fans have by far been the nicest fans.
Yeah, definitely.
In giving credit to our kids even, and giving credit to our coaching staff for plays called.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure to sit over here with them for the game.
The ball on the 14-yard line. Third down and 1 for the Bucks. The sun shining. 7:39 left in the game. Marchese on the quarterback sneak, and it looks like he got it. Kovaleski in on the tackle for the Red Tornadoes. Well, the only thing is, if the Bucks do happen to get it in here, they still have the opportunity to come back, and if the Bucks don't go for 2, Kovaleski stays with them. Good play by Alan Kovaleski.
Great play, yeah, great play by Alan.
Great play by the defensive end.
Alan Kovaleski on the stop for the Red Tornadoes.
Oh, that's a good play.
6 minutes and 45 seconds left in this ball game.
The time is now as much enemy as Dunmore right now.
Time is becoming a factor, definitely. Especially with Dunmore being this close to their own goal line. Second down and 9. Silvestrini up the middle. Touchdown, Dunmore.
It's going to be extremely difficult now for Mount Carmel area. They had really, I think they really had to hold them right there, and they couldn't do it.
Dunmore will be going for the 1 point. It'll be a 14-6 ball game. Red Tornadoes still have the opportunity to come back and get the 8 points. Snaps down, the kick's up, and it looks like it's good, and it is. With 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game, the score, the Dunmore Bucks 14, the Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes 6. Ruddy's ready for the kickoff. The sun shining brightly at Dunmore. And he lets one go. It's going to be taken by Mazzatesta. Comes up the middle, breaks through a small hole. He's still on his feet at about the 38-yard line, and the Red Tornadoes first down and 10 from Dunmore's 38-yard line. 6:24 remaining in this ball game.
Well, Mount Carmel's going to put together a drive now. This is it. They're going to have to move the ball down the field and get in for a touchdown, and they don't have a whole lot of time to do it. They're going to have to be quick about it.
Fantini, the only back in the backfield. Mazzatesta in motion. Wesloski drops straight back, And a big arm reached up there by number 85, the tight end Colo, and he's played a good ball game.
He's played a solid defensive game more than anything. And he's I think he looks like the tallest kid on the team, I guess. Very close to Ruddy or him.
2nd down and 10 for the Red Tornadoes. The ball on the Dunmore 38-yard line. 6:09 left in this ball game. Weslowski on the inside handoff to Mazzatesta, and he was stopped for no gain. The Tornadoes faced with a big 3rd down situation. Mazzatesta on the pitch, coming to the right side, gains about 7 yards, but he'll still be well short of the 1st down, and the Tornadoes will be faced with a 4th down and probably about 5 yards.
We're going to punt the ball away here, it looks like. And we're almost going to have to. It's only on our own 42-yard line, I guess, 42-yard line. I don't think you can afford to turn the ball over here now in this situation, should you not pick up the 5 yards. So you got Bullock in punt position back there.
They have to kick the ball.
I was going to say we're going to call timeout because we obviously don't look like we know what we're doing on that play.
Now he's still there, so you have to.
Bullock in punt formation. Ball ready for Dunmore.
4th down for the Red Tornadoes, and snap goes back to Bullock. He's going to kick. Fair catch called for. And Dunmore will take over 1st down and 10 from the 21-yard line. 4 minutes and 46 seconds, it looks like, Warren, with the sun shining on the clock.
Yeah, it's hard to read
left
that.
In the ball
in
game. Silvestrini comes out of the backfield for Dunmore. Comes to the right side, still carrying the ball, and Swaldy in on the tackle. Fumble on the play.
They're going to call it down.
It was down.
Yeah, the ground can't cause a fumble. That's what happened.
Stop by 76, Tom Swally.
Swally made a good play there. I actually had Swally not tackled him. That could have been a touchdown.
He was the last man out here. 2nd down and 8. 4:17 left in the ball game. 14-6 Dunmore. Second back throw. Popped in there. I guess the final hit was made by number 55, Delbo.
Delbo and Weslowski were in on the tackle. I think Delbo made the first one. Weslowski finished it off. Mount Carmel's definitely got his back against the wall here with 3 minutes and some seconds to go, 3.5 minutes to go.
Silvestrini, good for the Dunmore 1st down. First down and 10 for the Bucks. 3 minutes left in the ball game. Tackle made in there by number 10, Shedleski.
Now Dunmore's milking the clock. That's what they're going to do.
They really left that one run down. It's down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds and running. They're just going to keep a ball control game on the ground, but he drops back to throw a pass. He lets one go. It's going to be intercepted. What a call. He called a pass when he only had 2 minutes left. He gave Mount Carmel new life.
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. What the final result will be, but that has to be one boneheaded call on a head coach. I'm going to say it right now. That was not a good football call.
He had the ball game in his hands with Silvestrini coming up the middle, and he threw a pass.
2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Mount Carmel area takes the ball over. They're on their own 31-yard line.
Weslowski on a busted play. Red Tornadoes will have a second down there in the hurry-up offense.
They've got to hurry
now.
up. They've got to come back up to the formation. They need to get back and form up.
Wesloski sets the Red Tornadoes. There was movement and thrown out of bounds.
We were offside.
Right, but that was just to get the clock stopped.
Wesloski's pass is incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
Tell him don't do that against Burlett. Tell him don't do that against Burlett.
I don't know why he called that.
Illegal motion.
3rd down and 9 for the Red Tornadoes. 1:35 left in the ball game. Wesloski on a straight drop. Looks long. Chickatano, and it was just a little too long.
He was under a big rush. He got hit very hard. He's getting up rather slowly, and so is Costello right now. They're both getting up slow. Wesloski took a big hit there. He was under a lot of pressure, but he heaved it. He left it go good.
This is it. This is the play that can keep the Red Tornadoes in the ball game or finish it off for Dunmore. Kovaleski split far left, Chickatano far right. Wesloski, straight drop back, big rush, screen pass, Chickatano. It's going to be good for the first down and more. Chickatano breaks loose.
He's still moving.
on his feet.
He's good go.
He's still going. Great play by Bobby Chickatano and a first down for the Red Tornadoes with 1:17 left in the ball game.
This is an unbelievable turn of events in a football game. And when I said no matter what happens here, Coach Hensey's going to have to look at himself real hard in the mirror on that last call he called on offense. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
and he's put Mount Carmel area back into the football game.
Red Tornadoes, 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Chickatano in motion. Wesloski rolling to that side. Looks out. Hit Chickatano. He's gone. Touchdown.
That's a touchdown, Mount Carmel area. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
Oh, boy. Oh,
This is
boy.
unbelievable.
And boy,
Oh, my
Dunmore
goodness.
coach has to go to bed tonight and say, why did I throw the ball?
The head coach in Dunmore wears the horse collar today no matter what happens for the rest of the game. An unbelievable call he made.
56 seconds left in the ball game. The Red Tornadoes will be going for 2 for the tie. I can't see it, but Tornado set. Pitch. Oh, and they held him. Flag on the play. There is a flag on the play.
We have a penalty flag flight on the play. I don't know who it's against.
Procedure call against the Red Tornadoes. Well, there's still 56 seconds left. You know the onside kick's coming, Warren. 56 seconds left in the ball game. The score: the Dunmore Bucks 14, the Red Tornadoes 12. Usually Mount Carmel kicks one of those high squibbers, though. It's not like a bouncing
Yeah, it's not your
grounder.
usual one. Yeah,
It's
I
up
don't know
there
what
that-
he's going to do
that
there.
a little guy should be able to get down there under and catch the ball if he can. Ready? There it is. It's that squibber. It's just bouncing around, but it went right to the quarterback, to Marchese.
Yeah, there's one guy you don't want to kick it
No,
to.
that
so
was the one
that handles
guy.
the ball
One
every
guy
play.
you didn't want to kick it to.
And that, for all intent and purposes, unless Dunmore does something, I don't want to speculate on that. But
Just so he doesn't. Just
the ball
so he
game will
doesn't
be
throw
over.
again, right?
They played a great season.
Yes, they did.
They're going to end up with a 9-3 record. And certainly everything to be proud of. They played some great games. They've given us 1,000 thrills throughout the season. I know the fans have appreciated every game we've played in. We didn't die. We stayed right till the end of this game. We didn't give up. We were in it till the very end. We just couldn't come over the top, it doesn't look like.
Timeout called. Oh, it's a delay of game against the Dunmore, but they took that one on purpose because they can now just down the ball.
Can you see anything, Dave? Can you see anything here?
Can you?
I'll tell you what, these guys played a fantastic.
This is very, very simple. They're dropping on the ball. They're going to run the clock out. Mount Carmel cannot stop the clock any longer. The game's going to end like
20 seconds. That was the last play of the ball game.
They can hold their heads high, every one of them. And again, congratulations to Dunmore Bucks. They played a great game. They now go to 11-0. They'll go into the championship of the Eastern Conference. We wish them the best of luck as they go on. That's the ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it. Final score, Dunmore 14, Mount Carmel.
Okay, good morning. We're here before the big game with Dunmore on a Friday morning here at the Mount Carmel Area High School for our usual pregame show. And I have with me, of course, someone who I'm sure you're going to recognize immediately because he's no longer the co-host. He now went from co-host to star of the show. For the 7th time this season, we have Mr. Tony Mazzatesta with us. He is the player of the game. I did want to bring the ball with me. I don't know if we've done this year so far, but the player of the game receives this award, which is the game ball painted like this. I don't know if you're getting that on the camera there. Tony now has 7 of these, which is more than most major colleges have in their entire program. But this is an example. Every player of the game. Which one? This one? Yeah, that's it. I'm getting some off-camera direction here now from my producer. Okay. So, Tony, it's with great pleasure I present you with the player of the game, once again, the game ball. Congratulations. Now, we've seen you go over 1,000 yards. You're approximately now, I heard, 1,216 yards for the season on a regular season, and now we come into the big time. Now you're going to see Dunmore tomorrow. We understand that, if anything, Dunmore is probably the biggest team size-wise we're going to meet the entire season. They're ranked number 1 in the Super 16 on Channel 16. Across the state, they're highly ranked in their division, if not 1 in their division, most polls. First in all of them then. So let me ask you now, as you come into this game, what are you guys thinking? What are you thinking personally as an achievement for tomorrow? What do you expect? How do you expect the game to go?
Basically, we always expect the best out of each of our players. And if we do get the best, we should come out with a victory.
Last week we saw, and Shikellamy was just an example. Other teams have tried it throughout the season, but we elaborated more on last week, I guess. We saw them keying on you, and you can tell 5 or 6 players at one point went in the direction that you went no matter what. And you were still able to gain. I think it's phenomenal. You gained 129 yards rushing, and you played a half in the whole football game, and plus they were keying on you for the whole game. So now, obviously, you're going to expect in a big game tomorrow the same thing. They're going to key on you. Now, are you going to be able to do anything different? Are you expecting that, and you're going to play to that, or are they going to use you as a decoy maybe? How do you expect that to happen?
It really doesn't matter how much they key on us. If our line's up for the game, they'll open up the holes no matter how many defensive players are coming toward. They'll get their blocks, and I'll just run past them and see if I can.
That's a great attitude now. He doesn't care if they key. He's counting on his line. I do want to say one thing. You're going to see the lineman of the game coming up shortly, but Tony has never hesitated through the whole season. The first words out of his mouth all the time, whenever I try to tell him about one of his achievements are, well, it was his line. And again, he says it today. And that's probably the best mark of a good back, is that no matter how well he does in a season, it's his line that did it, or the players around him that helped him, and that's a great thing to hear. And when he's thinking about that for tomorrow, I think it's going to be a big game. I want to wish you the best of luck tomorrow. Have your best game of the season tomorrow. And we expect to see you back. Maybe you'll be here one more time.
Thanks, pal.
Okay. Okay, we have the lineman of the game from the Shikellamy game, and of course he's not a new face to you either. It's Doug Greco. You've seen him before. He's been the lineman of the game before, and he's also been the KMC player at one point during the season. Now, those of you who carefully watch a football game, the real fans who are watching every player, and sometimes they watch the line, the backs, or whatever, you're going to find that Doug Greco, who started out as a very good lineman in the very first game of the season, has come on as the season progressed to become one of the best on a very good line. I mean, when you watch him, he's going to give you a clinic almost on how he's supposed to be blocking. Now, we saw you in this game. I went up on the board. I saw that Coach Patello awarded you with a 73%, which is pretty much almost like getting a crown from Coach Patello. Did you feel during the Shikellamy game, and again, you only played a half of football, really. Did you feel you were doing that well in the game?
I thought I was. I knew it was my last game here at our stadium, and really wanted to have a good game, especially in the third quarter. I thought I really did well, and I knew after a while we had the game under wrap, but I just wanted to make my last game here at Mount Carmel my best.
Well, we look now, as I said to Tony earlier, you're looking at a Dunmore team coming on, and obviously the biggest team you're going to see. Across the line, they're averaging 230 pounds, I believe, with probably the 2 guys that you're going to be facing even bigger than that. How do you approach a game like this with a really big lineman in front of you?
Well, if you talk to any of the linemen, we're really confident, but I feel that the toughest guys to block are the strong guys, but the guys that are quicker. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy to block these guys, but they may not be the hardest lineman to block that we've seen all year. I think we moved the ball on every team we played. I think you saw that. I know we lost a couple games. Williamsport, we moved the ball. Pottsville, we did. We just didn't get a chance to run it in the second half. We had to pass. But they're big and they're strong. But hopefully, like Coach Dimnick said, we're going to have to beat them with speed and deception. But we're going to run right at them. It's going to be strength on strength.
Well, you guys across the line and each one of your teammates from tackle to tackle, and I'll include the end in there. How was it at practice for you this week? I mean, what have you guys been talking about? And each day as it went by, building towards a big game. What was the line thinking? What goes through their minds, and what do they talk about before a game like this?
Well, we know it's a big game, and this defense in Dunmore is we haven't seen one like it all year. They're like a college team. They'll hit at the line and they won't penetrate. They'll stay at the line and just pursue. So we knew that we'd have to run right at them to offset the pursuit. And if we'd run a lot of plays around the end or reverses, whatever, they'd have pretty good pursuit. So we're going to run right at them, and that's what we like to do. We like going right at teams. So we're going to take pride in this game and do a good job.
Well, it sounds like you're very confident with a big game coming. That's certainly probably the best asset you can have. If nothing else, you're confident and sure you can do it. So I want to wish you the best of luck, you and, of course, the rest of your teammates on the line. And maybe we can see you back again for one more game. Okay, thank you. Okay, we have with us, of course, the WKMC player of the game, picked by myself, Mr. Else, and Jose down on the field, and very deservingly so for this game and the Shikellamy game. We have Bob Chicatano, and I just want to say I got it right, Bob. For those of you who watch these telecasts, for some reason I cannot pin down. I keep calling him by his brother's name, Bill. I've apologized several times. I want to do it one more time. It's Bob, not Bill. I have it down straight now. Okay, now we got you. You had 78 yards rushing in the last game. And part of the reason for that, as we talked with Tony earlier, was that they were keying on Mazzatesta, which frees up you and Fantini a little bit more in the offense. Now, do you expect that same thing to happen tomorrow with Dunmore?
Well, is if everybody keys on Maz, and like up in Dunmore, they know Mazzatesta, and now they know Fantini. But as long as the line does their job, it doesn't matter who they key on. The yards will come, no matter what happens.
Are we going to expect? I mean, I know you've been in practice all week, and you pretty much see how the offensive flow is going to look like. Do we expect to see you more involved in the offense as far as carrying the ball, or in a different, maybe a different area than usual, or the same as it was the last couple of games?
Well, it'll be the same as it's been, but during the game, we adjust to what they're giving us and what we can take. So if the ball comes my way in yards that we can take, I'll take the ball, but they'll go up in the holes and Mazzer run through them, and everywhere across the line, the guys will do the job. So I'm sure, like in the last couple of games, we've been able to run whatever we wanted. So that'll go. We see you most of the time when you carry the ball on the offense. You don't come from an actual back position. You come from that side position in the slot. A lot of times you make the play with that inside handoff. Would that be your favorite play, do you think, in the offense, that you actually carry the ball on? The inside handoff, you mean?
When you cut like right between the tackle and the guard from your slot position there.
Yeah, because if they're really keying on Tony and the line's doing their job, when Tony comes to the left and I'm coming back with the ball to the right, then there's nobody there, and I'm 10 yards without any defender there. But the line opens super holes right through there and just walk through some of the holes.
Well, one other question before we let you go is this is a big team. They're going to play a defense that we've seen them on film. They play a defense where they're up against the line of scrimmage, maybe 8 of them. I mean, they try and jam you with their size. They're not necessarily quicker than us, and that leads me to the question is, do you expect at least the offense to see more passing, and maybe you with your kind of speed, and obviously you got to be one of the quickest guys on the team speed-wise, maybe break free, run on one in the defensive backfield and maybe pass more to you?
Well, like I said, if they're going to give us the pass, we'll take it. If they give us the run or the option or whatever we can take, we'll take that. But as for their size, no matter what team we play this year, 90% of the times I'm the smallest guy on the field. So size doesn't mean too much to me. Everybody's always bigger than me.
No big difference in size or anything. He's looking up to all of them. It doesn't matter. Listen, thanks for coming by. As I said to the last two guys, Greco and Mazzatesta, there's one more game left. We'll see you before we play the championship game next Saturday. Thanks again. Okay, we have some very special guests with us before the big game tomorrow with Dunmore, our pregame show. We're going to include with us the cheerleaders, of course. You see them every game. Everybody sees them on the field cheering. They do so much during the year, but they don't get the recognition, certainly, that they deserve. We're going to have one of their spokesmen here. We have Amy Powers with us today. She's sort of the spokesman for the group. And all I'm going to ask her to tell us about is, as a cheerleader, and we'll just focus on one game. This is a championship game. You know, obviously the game was over at Chickalamee on Friday night. From Friday night till now, what does a cheerleader do as far as getting ready for a game and the decorations, the pep rallies? What do you do?
Well, first we have to write the whole pep rally and plan it all out and practice that. Then our squad, along with all the other squads in the school, everyone got together this game and decorated the whole school red and white. A sea of red, as Mr. Barsha said. So that's basically all we did. Plus we had to get the candy for the football players. We give them candy every week and balloons, and that's basically it.
And actually, you have a very lot to do during an entire week, especially for a big game like this.
Yeah.
I understand you have 2 pep rallies to do today. Is that correct?
Yes, we're doing one in school and then one after school at night, which is a big one. We hope the whole town could come out to see it.
Hopefully they will be here. I'm going to be here. Let me add that this is the best interview I've done all year. I don't care. I don't care what Tony Mazzatesta thinks or Doug Recco are looking at me. I could do this interview forever. I don't care. And Bobby Schick's on the other side thinking, how do we get into this thing? Forget it, guys. I'm on my own here. Well, listen, what I want to do now is first I want to thank you for myself, for everybody that's involved with the district and the athletic program. I know you don't get enough thanks, and I want to be the first one to say it. You do a great job. I do notice you out there. I noticed you changed positions. You saw the broadcast. I noticed you were on the track this time instead of on the field, so it's not that I don't pay attention to things out there. But what I want to do now is I'm going to start over on my right side here. I just want each one of you to get a good look into the camera. Tell us who you are. And I'll go down the whole line here before we're done. We'll get everybody on camera and their name, okay? Dave, whenever you're ready, we're moving over here. Now take your time. Look straight into the camera. This is your big spot.
Steph Jepko.
Okay.
Natalie Fedrowski. Pam Plovic. Amy Zuick.
Oh, a little louder.
Amy Zuick. Jennifer Farrell. Katie Minapace.
Okay, let me switch over this way now. First you met this way.
Amy Powers.
Laura Mace. Christy Corona. Jennifer Garrity.
Camera now, guys. This is the big time here.
Kimmy Astashak. Michelle Marchetti.
Okay, there you have the whole crew. Again, let me just say thanks. We're looking forward to a big pep rally. I'll be there at the one at night. The only other question I respect you more for anything is I'm in the booth freezing to death. I want you to say that. I froze to death for 2 straight games. Only hot chocolate saved my life. I look at you girls. Half the time you have bare legs out there. You're in a sweater. How do you do that? Like, what's the story with that thing?
Just jumping around, and when you get excited, you get all warm.
I tried that, and I almost fell out of the booth. So, okay, listen, we're looking for a big pep rally, a big win tomorrow, and another big game next week. Thanks a lot, girls, for stopping by, all of you. Okay, we're here with Coach Demnig before the big game with Dunmore, as is our past practice. Of course, it's a little bigger this time than it was before. We're going to go with our first question as usual, which is injuries, and then again any lineup changes because of them or just lineup changes on their own.
No injuries this week. Everyone's fine, exclusive of John Quinn, which we said last week he'd be out. We're solid player-wise. As far as changes are concerned, we'll be back to our normal lineup. We'll have Dave Fantino will be back at his nose guard position, and Bobby Delville will be back at tackle and linebacker.
Well, that's good news to see those guys back again. We understand, as we talked to the 3 players beforehand, that Dunmore is going to be the biggest team we face, biggest as far as their line, and actually their backs are also pretty big and fast. Are we doing anything different as far as defense or a scheme they were using that we maybe have not seen before?
Well, we won't be doing too much different. We've made some minor adjustments in things that we do on our defense to counteract their power, because they're strictly a power team. It's a power offense, and they tell you where they're going. You know, you can tell every play what side of the line they're going to be running, and 9 out of 10 times you can tell exactly where they're going to go. They come at you with about 700-pound of people, and with 3 guys, in fact higher than that, they've tackled 250, 255, a 235-pound guard, and if they bring the end in, it's 195 pounds there. So you see, it's monumental job, the type of people we have there. If we have success controlling that power stuff, we'll be in a ball game.
Okay, now obviously a playoff game is nothing new to you. I mean, that's almost the status quo as far as the season goes for Mount Carmel area. And of course, you've even seen Dunmore in a playoff game. That was years when I played back in, I guess 1973 it was. We played Dunmore and beat them. When you're in as far as a week goes with these kids here, is it any different you feel for them? I mean, are they? What does it seem like to you with these guys going into a big game like this?
What does it feel for our guys?
Yeah, like what are they saying to you down there, or the feeling you might
Well,
get from them?
Right now, the feeling it appears the feeling is a great one. They have great attitude. It seems like they just can't wait to get up to Dunmore and take Dunmore on. It's a great challenge to them. We're just hoping that this attitude prevails right up and into the game, and if they do, we'll be all right. But then again, we just hope it isn't a false type bit of courage going on out there.
Well, we've seen playoff games. We saw Becket Catholic when we went up, and again, the general presumption with people in Dunmore, we've spoken to some people up north, people in the league seem to be telling us the same thing, that we are certainly a decided underdog. I mean, they look at our size, we're the wild card. Everybody's already saying, well, Dunmore and Berwick's going to meet next week for, all the marbles. Is that you? I mean, we did that with Valley View. I remember a couple of years ago we went up and people laughed at us almost. At what were we doing in a game like that? How do you feel about that as far as this team goes, going up to number 1 in the Sweet 16 and number 1 in some of the polls in the state, which Dunmore is? How do you view that? As we go up there tomorrow.
Well, you cover a lot there, Warren, as usual. Well, the reason we're a decided underdog, if you look at it, we lost 2 football games, and they're 10-0. So they figure they're an odds-on favorite, especially Joe Zone. But you look at the caliber of our opposition. We think we played better football, tougher football down in the Southern Division than they do up in the Central or Northern Division. I think up in the Central Division it's a cakewalk, and in the Northern Division this isn't what you'd call a super year for the teams up there. I think there's in the entire division, they call it the Big 11, there's only 2 teams, I believe, with winning records. And that's Dunmore with a 10-0 and North Pocono with 8-2. And I believe I got to take that back. Valley View's got 6-5. Outside of that, nobody has a winning record in the division. They all have losing records. Now Dunmore's played 2 or 3 other teams out of their division. Riverside's in the Division 2. They had a winning record, but that's a step down. In Wyoming area had a winning record. They were 8-3, and they were in the Central Division. So. They're looking at us in that light, the fact that we lost 2 games and they're undefeated, and that's the only reason that they're an odds-on favorite for this game. But I always say it still comes down to blocking and tackling. You can say what you want, you can write what you want, but it comes down to those kids. And when they get out in that field, it's a whole new ball game. I guess it was 3 years ago we went up there, up to Valley View, and again I think we lost 2 games. And Valley View was undefeated. They're 11-0, and it was a challenge to our kids, just as it is now, because Dunmore was touted number 1 from the very first, from the very opening game. But it's a challenge to our kids, and our kids accept challenges, and they usually, they usually produce in a situation like that. So I'm looking for a super game out of our kids and a great effort from everyone. If they give us that great effort, why, we'll be able to handle them.
We have one last item here, and I know Coach Dimnick would not have brought it up on his own, and he's probably going to be embarrassed that I'm saying it, but Jose Gonzalo, of course, the man who knows everything there is to know about Mount Carmel area football. We were sitting at Breakfast Club today, and for those of you who aren't aware of it, Coach Dimnick tomorrow when we go against Dunmore has a chance to win his 250th game at Mount Carmel Area High School, and that is an absolute phenomenal achievement for a coach. I know, as I said, he wouldn't say a word about it, and he's going to try and downplay it as we go here, but I wanted you people to know that tomorrow can possibly be the 250th time he's won on the field for Mount Carmel Area High School. And I want to say congratulations on both that, on a great season that you've had, again, and, of course, on a big win tomorrow with Dunmore.
Well, thanks, Warren, but that 250, it was a surprise to me, but that's only a number. They said it's a historic occasion. To me, it's only a number, but it's a number that's a credit and a tribute to all the great athletes we have, including especially this year's team, because it's the kids who win the football games, and we just get them out there and prepare them, and they do the job. So when they win, it's their wins. When we lose, it's my loss.
Well, I think that's not quite exactly the way it should be, but again, we want to congratulate you on it. It's really a great achievement, and most coaches, although it might be a number to you, would cut their right arm off to have it. So once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll see you, Coach.